Hello. This is that cutoff of the log when I made that mortar and pestle. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put a 1-inch Forster hole in one end, just a little one, about maybe a 1/4 inch deep. And the other side I will put just a step drill hole, and this will go between centers with a drive center. And I am going to make this hang in there. I'm going to show you how I did it. I believe that'll get it. And what I'm doing now is I found this piece of scrap wood under there, and I put a face plate on it, and I'm going to turn it down and make a glue block. Because when I get that poured, get the antlers in it and get it poured, I'm talking about this right here. It's going to be difficult to put it in to turn it, so I'm going to put a glue block on the back side here. So let me get this down around, get this faced off, and then I'll show you the next step when I get there. That ought to work good. So it's going to go like that. But first, just to ensure that I have the center, I'm going to put this back in right here. Get this out of the way. And I'm going to put it back on, just like it was, right there. I'm going to bring the live center right there, just like it was now. See, that ought to be just about right. Turn this around to here, put this on the back side. What I'm doing is I'm going to mark the back side with a line so that when I glue this on, I'll have a reference point so I get it as centered as possible. I don't think you ever really get it, you know? So I'm going to have to come in here like this now on the back side. I know you can't see it, but right there, it's going to give me a perfect reference point when I put this on. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be exactly perfect, but at least now I know. You know, it's going to be pretty good. So there you are. That's why I did that. Put those in there to hold the glue a little bit better. Okay, I'll sprinkle me a little more of this stuff on before it dries. That ought to be enough. Don't want a whole lot. Very good. All right, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to start sizing and cutting antlers to go in there. All right, I'm going to try to give you an idea of what my thoughts are. I don't know if it'll work or not, but, you know, that's the way it is. Okay, you see what I've done is, so far, I've got, I got more to go. This is 12 o'clock. This is going to be 6, 3, and 9, the big ones. And then I'm going to come in here like this is 11, that's 10. And, I'll do that, like this, Have to cut them off and fit them. But I think it'll work fine. There's a little too skinny there, but There's a good one. So he can go there after I cut it off. I think I saw one over here. See, that one can go like so. And so far, that's the idea. And then it's going to have the resin in it, and it's going to have the purple, blue, glow in the dark stuff. So they all look pretty good. I still got lots of antlers. Whole thing of them. Always get some more every year. My friends give them to me because they know I like to do things. I don't kill all those. I probably did most of them, but it's been over the years. Anyway, I'm gonna get that done and I'll catch you later. I've got all my antlers in now, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put some sealer in here and then drain it out. This serves two purposes, I think. I think the sealer gets into the end of the antlers, you know, enough to maybe slow down the bubbles. Plus, here's one glass. This is about how much resin I mix at one time. So it's going to tell me how much, and I'll put some more in if this isn't enough. It's going to tell me how much resin I have to mix. And first thing you do is you try to get it pretty level. This is a little bit off, but it's about the best I can do. Let me see about here. There you go. That's pretty close there. That's pretty close. That's close enough. So what I'll do is I'll pour this in. This is one right here. See how it does. Well, it looks like that's all I'm going to need. Not even quite that much, to tell you the truth. There you go. All I'm going to need is one of those. That'll work. So I'm going to let that sit there a few minutes, and I'll pour it back into here. I will attempt to pour it back in here. Looks like it leaks a little bit. So I got a funnel here, and I got a screen there just in case. This, let's see what that is right there. Okay, because I don't want my resin leaking out. Okay, so we'll pour this back into here. Use a strainer just to make sure. All right, that's good now. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I've gathered up everything. Got on my gloves. Got two of these. I know how much resin it's going to take. This is called Crystal Clear Epoxy, and it's from Specialty Resin and Chemical. Got it on Amazon. Specialtyresin.com. So anyway, I'm going to put half in here and half in here, and I'm going to start off with this purple, and this is all the purple I have, so I don't know how dense looking it's going to be. You know, it's just sort of like a play it by ear thing. And that's the resin. This is part B, so that's the hardener. So it doesn't really matter that much. So let's do it. Don't get done by itself, my friends. So I'm going to come up here just about halfway on that one. And then I'm going to do the best I can. Hardener's always thicker. Alright, that looks good. Now let's see how this stuff works out. They always do that. Can't ever open these damn things up. Where's my... Everybody ought to carry a pocket knife. It should be mandatory. Now it's open. So let's pour this in one of them and see what it looks like. I can get it open. Come on now, there you go. Well, that happened pretty easy. Big old clump down here. Guess you probably got to stir this stuff a long time. Man, I don't see no purple. Ooh. Looks pretty dense. Yeah, let's pour the hardener in. Fortunately, I got a feeling I won't really know until we got to mix this for. I might should have heated that a little more. It's pretty dang. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for a second. I'll be right back. Oh boy, that did the job. Pin now. It's gonna make it set up quicker, but this stuff has a long work time. Better move it to the other one. Well, it made a difference, that's for sure. I did it for 30 seconds. I might should have done it for 20. To tell you the truth, I ain't never done that before. So you're supposed to do this for like 2 minutes, and splashed it over. I can feel the heat through my glove. And then you pour them back and forth, and you're supposed to do it again for another minute. That better. There you go. So she wrote. See some bubbles are rising there. One thing I failed to mention is you need to really make sure, you really need to make sure you get this thing level. Or pretty close to it, and it is. I had to turn it around until I got it that way. And the other thing you want to do, I don't think I need these gloves anymore, is you want to make sure you got your heat gun or a propane torch handy, because you're going to have bubbles come arising, and this busted them. You can just see them disappear when you do that. I'll see you on the next step. Let's get you a close-up of this right here real quick. There you go. There it is. All right, I'm disappointed in this. It didn't turn out like I thought it would. I think I made a major mistake when I put that resin, that epoxy in the microwave. It made it set up too quick. That glow stuff was supposed to settle after you mixed it in. It's supposed to settle on the bottom and just reflect from the bottom through clear. But I guess, live and learn. But I'm going to continue with it. I don't see any sense in abandoning it. It'll still be different, just won't have the look I want. Now what I'm going to do now is this real high antler right here, I'm going to grind it down, because it, if I start turning it, it's going to hit that, and chances of it busting might be pretty good. So I'm going to try to get these high ones down to close to the same level. Now this stuff really, really, really stinks when you start grinding bone. Yeah. Now see what happens with it on there. watching a guy, a very famous guy, on YouTube last night, and turning a bowl, and he kept saying, put the rest at the center. I don't agree with that. I don't do that. I think whatever your cutting tool is what needs to be on the center, and you're not supposed to have any CA glue on your rest either. What that was bark. Burn it. Ooh, Betsy. Here it is. Got to glue it back on. Where'd it go? There, right there. Well, that's going to get glued back on, my friends. I got it all glued on. I used medium CA, and then I filled the rest of the voids with sawdust from right here and some thin CA. And what I'm going to do, so I went ahead and I took the sander and I just sanded it off. I'm going to leave the bark alone. I'm going to just come in here sort of dishing it out. And then when I get that done, I'll take this loose and work on the center, because I think the bark is where it's going to be. So let's see what we're doing. I sharpened the cutter, and let's just see if this thing still works. I tell you guys, if you were using traditional tools, you'd done sharpened it about 10 times. See what it's beginning to look like. Well, it's coming out pretty good. I won't take too much longer, really. I want to get down to where I'm hitting the resin all the way around. And one thing I gotta say, there's absolutely no chipping. That's a good thing. All right, I got it sanded down to 320, and now I'm gonna wet sand it. Then I'm gonna start off with 600 and go to 1200. Then I'll put some sealer on it, and then we'll buff it, and we'll see what happens. This is just warm soapy water with some Dove in it. Grandkids used up paper towels with it, but they never put a new roll on. Looking pretty good. Okay, now this is 1200. Do a little bit of it, and then I'll get the heat gun and dry it out so it'll be wet. Hopefully. Too bad it didn't do what I wanted it to do. It would have been a lot prettier. All right, let me dry that out again. It's the RPM, it's as slow as it'll go. Sealer doesn't soak into the epoxy naturally, but if there is any scratches in it, it'll do that. But it makes for a nice surface for buffing. So let's let it rest a while. Okay, I'm gonna come in here with a point tool right in here and cut this glue out, and then I'll take a putty knife or something and get that out. Let's see what we got here. Basically, this is just going to cut that outer layer right here. There you go. I think it broke it all loose. That's a good deal. So I'll get the back cleaned up and buff the front, and we'll worry about putting caulk in. All right, I got it off here, and I just steel wooled it just a little. So it's not going to take much, but I'm going to see if this will buff up a little bit here. I believe that's got it. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, next I'm going to go in the other room. I'm not going to record that, but I'm going to use a burner. Burn me a 12 there, and a 3, and a 6, and a 9. All right, well, here it is. It didn't turn out exactly like I wanted it to because of the resin color, but the rest of it turned out really pretty. I think it'll be just fine. Here's a better picture of it. And the hardest part was that. That ash starts with a B. It just took a long time to get it to where that mechanism would sit into there and be the right length and everything to come out. So there it is. I'll take a couple still pictures, and hey, well, let me show you something else while I'm at it. While I was messing around with that in between, you remember my grandson killing that deer? Well, I made him a plaque while I was doing that in between, using the laser and stuff like that. I think it turned out pretty nice. Don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. He's got his empty shell case in there. It's a 13-inch spread. It's a pretty nice little buck. The buck actually was big, but the antlers weren't as wide as they should have been for his size. Anyway, there you are. Subscribe. Thanks a lot. And I'll catch you on the next one, and call your mama. Hey, this is a PS to that. This is a video just going. Look at this. I took it into my office after I had taken it outside to show it to my wife and brought it back in. Look at the purple glowing in there. That was a surprise. I thought that stuff was, I didn't think I did it right. But evidently that's what happens. Right there, look at that. That made the whole thing worth it. It's going to be a Christmas present for my grandson, being he's into deer hunting now. All right, there you go. Take care, and I'll catch you later.